day and welcome to this video. Teachers, I think all of you are back to work, back to school, and managing all your children the way you're supposed to. Of course, it's going to be a little different this time because they are back to school after, I think, almost 18 months, which is a very long time. And it is, I know, a bit tough and challenging for all of you. But being seasoned players, I'm sure all of you are bound to overcome whatever challenges you may be facing right now. I thought of doing a short 3-part series on back to school. So, what is it that has changed? How prepared are you with what you need to do as teachers? And I have also shared a few handy, easy, doable tips for all of you in these, videos on back to school. So I'm going to share part 1 with you. And then, of course, the following weeks will have part 2 and part 3, which you will be able to view. And yes, I would request all of you to please take this a little bit seriously, because with all the experience and all the years of working with teachers like all of you, I just, summed up everything and I have put it into these videos for all of you to watch and take whatever suits you and see if you want to try it out. So I would suggest that do keep watching till the end of every video, and hope to hear from you with your comments in the comment section. So I'm not going to take more than what time I have taken. Enjoy the video, learn whatever you need to from it, and do come back with your comments. I will see you at the end of the video. Thank you and happy watching. We are back to school now, and all of us definitely know that there has been a long gap and students are still not completely prepared to get into the mode of offline learning. Well, I thought of doing a 3-part series on back to school. I think it is going to be fun, it's going to be useful, and it is going to be very handy for all my teacher friends. So let me introduce you to part 1 of this series. Well, my first question for all of you is, do you have your checklist ready? Do you know what you're supposed to do with your children at school with your own preparation? So we are talking about readiness in part 1. How ready are we to take on our students and our teaching after having such a long gap? So I have a few questions for all of you. Are you mentally prepared? So have you made up your mind that, okay, I have to get back to school, I have to face my students, I have to interact with my colleagues, and I have to take my profession forward? Or are you feeling pressurized? Are you feeling stressed? You don't know how you're going to tackle the situation that you are in. Is it a pleasure to meet all your children after a long gap? Or are you finding it burdensome? Do you think you're going to face many challenges because your students are just out of sync with discipline? Are you still in touch with your teaching skills? A very important question for all of us who are in this profession of teaching. Have we lost our skills because we've been sitting at home and taking classes online? Do we have to revisit what skills we need to come back to offline teaching? Are your plans in place? When I say plans, I mean your lesson plans and all your other plans that you need to have handy before you get into hardcore offline teaching or teaching in class. Have you set your goals? So what is it that you want to achieve within these say a month or so that you have in hand before schools close down again for the summer holidays? Well, this is all about how ready you are. Now, request all of you to watch out for part 2 and part 3, which is going to take you further or make you delve deeper into what is it that you need to know once you are back to school. Let the community know your thoughts by commenting in the comment section. I would very eagerly look forward to seeing your comments and what is your readiness to take over your work at school. Well, so with that, it brings me to the end of part 1 of Back to School. I hope you have made your notes and you're going to share all your plans with all of us, and maybe, who knows, we may learn something new from some of you, because you may have a different strategy that you may have thought of to approach your students. So I will see you in part 2, which is going to happen next week. Till then, all of you do take care and enjoy the company of your students. Hello and welcome back after watching part 1 of the series on Back to School. So, how was it? How did you find the readiness in you after watching the video? Are you ready? Are you prepared? Have you got your checklist in place? Well, these are the questions that all of us should be asking ourselves as teachers when we resume school and have a plan in place so that we don't waste time, we don't falter, we don't have to sit and wonder, oh my God, what am I going to do now? I really don't know how to deal with these children. So I am very sure that all of you have related absolutely well to whatever I have shared in the video. And if you have really enjoyed it, do like it, do comment, and do share it with as many fellow teachers and friends as you can, so that you never know who is going to benefit from one small act of kindness that you make. So with this, I'm going to take leave here, and I will see you in part 2 of the series Back to School. So till then, namaste, and do take good care of yourselves. Thank you. Teaching online is not at all a puzzle if you are a part of the Roma